People are drawn to extremes for a simple reason. The human mind is not built for nuance by default, it is built for survival, clarity, and meaning. Extremes give us all three. What looks like irrational behavior is often a very rational response to psychological, philosophical, and cultural pressure. Let's break this down. First, the psychological reason. The brain is a compression machine. It is always trying to do less work, not more. Black or white is easier than gray. Good or evil is easier than conditional truth. This is why children think in absolutes and why adults return to absolutes under stress. Extremes help because they reduce mental effort, remove ambiguity, and speed up decisions. When the world feels uncertain, the mind chooses clarity over accuracy. There is also a survival reason. From an evolutionary point of view, extremes kept us alive. If you heard a noise in the bushes, you did not need a nuanced explanation. You needed a binary answer, danger or no danger. Today, that same instinct shows up as political certainty, moral rigidity, diet and health dogma, and productivity obsession. Extremes feel safe because they remove hesitation. Then there is identity. Extremes give you a ready made self. I'm vegan, I'm minimalist, I'm anti capitalist, I'm luxury only. You do not need to explain yourself. The label does the work. Moderate positions need constant explanation. Extreme positions are instantly understood. In a fragmented world, that kind of identity clarity feels like a relief. And finally, emotion. Extremes create strong emotion, anger, devotion, outrage, reverence. Strong emotion creates strong memory and strong attachment. The mind often mistakes intensity for truth. Second, the philosophical reason. At a deeper level, humans are uncomfortable with ambiguity. Moderation suggests partial truth, incomplete knowledge, moral uncertainty. That is unsettling. Extremes restore the illusion of certainty. They say, this is right, that is wrong. End of discussion. Extremes are also meaning shortcuts. Finding meaning is hard work. Extreme belief systems do that work for you. They give you clear values, clear enemies, clear goals. That is why extreme ideas often grow during economic, cultural, or technological upheaval. When reality feels unstable, people reach for philosophical certainty. There is also the pull of purity, pure truth, pure ethics, pure aesthetics. Purity feels noble, but purity always requires exclusion. Anything that does not fit must be rejected, ignored, or attacked. This is where the contradiction begins. Digital platforms reward extremes, not nuance. Algorithms are designed for engagement, not balance. Extremes win because they trigger strong emotion, invite conflict, encourage sharing and defense, and nuance does not spread well. At the same time, shared authority has collapsed. Institutions are no longer trusted, so people become their own judges of truth. Without a center, people move to the edges where confidence replaces legitimacy. Extremes feel convincing when authority disappears. Fourth, marketing and brands. From a branding point of view, extremes work. A brand that stands for everything stands for nothing. Strong brands are extreme in at least one way: price, belief, aesthetic, behavior, worldview. Luxury brands are extreme in restraint and price. Mass brands are extreme in accessibility. Cult brands are extreme in values. Moderate brands are forgettable. Extremes also make choice easier. Consumers are overwhelmed. So clarity wins. This is the cleanest, this is the boldest, this is the cheapest, this is the most ethical. Even if the claim is imperfect, the clarity feels valuable. Extremes also create tribes. Tribes defend the brand, forgive mistakes, promote it without being asked. From a marketing perspective, polarization is not a flaw, it's a strategy. Being disliked by some is often the price of being loved by others. Finally, the contradiction. Here is the tension. Extremes feel true, but reality is not extreme. The world is complex, adaptive, and contextual. This creates problems. Extremes give clarity, but reduce understanding. They explain everything quickly, but badly. They feel like insight, but they are really just compression. Extremes give identity, but block growth. Once your identity is tied to a belief, changing your mind feels like self destruction. You stop learning, not because you are ignorant, but because updating your beliefs would dissolve who you are. Extremes build brands fast, but erode trust over time. Big promises attract attention, but reality always arrives. When experience cannot match the absolute claim, loyalty turns into cynicism. The same clarity that built the brand becomes its weakness. And here is the final irony. Extremes publicly reject nuance, but secretly depend on it. Behind every extreme system is quiet moderation, legal exceptions, operational compromises, ethical trade offs. Extremes survive on the surface because nuance is doing the work in the background. Hi, I'm Akanksha, and this is The Storyteller's Lens. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.